In us now with stories trending around the world is Vimbai Mutinhiri Ikpeong. Good morning, Vimbai.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Good morning, Ayo. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm good. Lovely
yes,
hair.
Thank you.
My
all back, right?
Well, even with this one, it's still
it was a bit high maintenance.
I know, but very lovely.
We'll talk hair issues later. Thank you very much. And I missed El.Rufai by just a few minutes, didn't I?
But
we've got lots to talk about. Great interviews today. That conversation with the CEO of the Dangote refinery, I think, is going to get a lot of people thinking and talking and hopefully acting very time soon. So a great one on that. But let's kick off what's trending. Yesterday, I got a number of messages from people saying, I don't greet the viewers. Well, viewers, good morning and welcome to what's trending. We're going to get straight into today's show with news from the political space. As the revered religious leader and ADC stakeholder, Sheikh Ahmad Tijani Umar, has debunked reports that he was arrested by the DSS after hosting Peter Obi in Kaduna. The news went viral after Peter Obi took to his X account to announce the Sheikh's arrest. The tweet posted by Peter Obi read in part, I have just been made aware early this morning that revered religious leader Sheikh Ahmad Tijani Umar has been arrested by authorities shortly after hosting me in Kaduna on Sunday. This development underscores the deeply troubling state of our nation and our democracy, where freedom of speech and movement is increasingly threatened, and where citizens and perceived political opponents face harassment and unnecessary persecution. This cannot be allowed to continue. Well, very shortly after this tweet was posted, Sheikh Umar himself made this video where he confirmed that he in fact had not been detained by the DSS, but that he was only invited for questioning. Let's take a look.
Detained by the DSS. I was invited for questioning. I cooperated fully and I was released. I am free. I am safe and I am well.
Now, of course, all of this comes on the backdrop of Malam Nasir El.Rufai having his day in court yesterday. And of course, we saw the crowds of people who came out in solidarity with him. So some commentators are saying that this move was intended to prevent further mobilization of support for El.Rufai. So conflicting statements, a lot of confusion, but glad that there is clarity now around this issue. Dr. Abati, let's begin with you.
Okay, let's start by saying that the Sheikh Ahmed Umar spoke in a very responsible manner. Because before he spoke up, the story out there was that he was arrested by the DSS because he was visited on Sunday by the ADC chieftain, Mr. Peter Obi. And the narrative was constructed to give the impression that anybody who associates with either Mr. Peter Obi or Atiku Abubakar, the Waziri Adamawa, will be targeted by the state, by those who do not want the opposition to thrive. Why I say that Sheikh Umar has spoken in a responsible manner is that if you listen to the whole of his tape, he debunked the fact that anybody arrested him. He said he was invited for questioning. However, the caveat for less intelligent people is that he did not go a step further to say what the questioning was all about. But he made it very clear that those who have been putting it out that he was being harassed by the state, that they were spreading fake news, and that he's a free man, and that it was just questioning, and that he was immediately released. For the benefit of others, perhaps they may well be interested in what he was questioned about. He then went a step further to tell people that everybody should be calm, they should respect the rule of law, there should be no adverse reaction on the basis of he being invited. After all, anybody can be investigated, anybody can be interrogated. There's nobody in this country that is above the rule of law, and it is part of the responsibility of the security agencies to seek clarifications where, they seem to have set doubts about certain things. He then also addressed the issue of Malam Nasir El.Rufai, who was, arraigned yesterday, although he's still remanded in custody, the process having been activated, which I said is the right thing. everybody who has been accused of one thing or the other deserve their day in court. He then said people should also be calm about that and allow due process to take its course. He then went on to the issue of election and said people should register, that's mobilization, and that they should vote on election day, and they should vote wisely by, using his word, voting for a better leader. Now, he did not state who that better leader is, but he being a chieftain of the opposition, I assume, will be supporting his party. But his tone was measured. Some other characters will have come back from that invitation from the DSS, and they will be politicizing that interaction. And I think citizen responsibility is important in helping not to inflame passions or drive up sentiments as you move towards the general elections of 2027.
Absolutely.
There's a collective responsibility not to just grandstand